Good evening, everybody. Welcome to First Responder Broadcast presentation of Georgetown Eagle Baseball live here on the SHN Sports YouTube channel. And we are live at Georgetown High School, back home in the friendly confines of Eagle Field for our district home opener against the Connally Cougars. Georgetown 15-2, Connally 4-8. Georgetown won it last night, 12-0 in 5 innings. But we're back home to take on the Cougars, and we will go live to the PA announcer for tonight's introductions.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's game between the Connally Cougars and your Georgetown Eagles. And a very special welcome to all of our middle school students who are joining us tonight. We are excited to see your growth and improvement over these next years as you work to earn the privilege to play in the blue and white for Georgetown. Enjoy the game and cheer on the Eagles. Before the introduction of players tonight, we'd like to take a moment to bring attention to multiple sclerosis, often called MS. MS is a disease that affects the central nervous system and impacts nearly 1 million people in the United States. Tonight, the Eagles recognize the strength of those living with MS and the families supporting them, including one of our own. Our boys and coaches are wearing orange ribbon pins on their hats tonight in solidarity with all those affected. If you'd like to learn more or help support research towards a cure, please visit one of the many websites dedicated to curing this disease. And now, starting lineup for Connally Cougars. Batting first, playing second base, number 5, Christian Gonzalez. Batting second and pitching, number 14, Antoine Scholes. Batting third and catching, number 18, Daniel Dorvigny Mesa. Batting fourth, playing center field, number 15, Kenny Labrada Ramirez. Batting fifth, designated hitter number 10, Jorge Alvarado. Batting sixth, playing right field, number 9, Anthony Flores. Batting seventh, playing shortstop, number 6, Luigi Acosta Leon. Batting eighth, playing first base, number 20, Cameron Jones. Batting ninth, playing left field, number 4, Connor No. And now the starting lineup for your Georgetown Eagles. Batting first, playing center field, number 6, Cooper Thomas. Batting second and pitching, number 7, Jack Kiki. Batting third and catching, number 8, Connor Young. Batting fourth, playing second base, number 12, Caleb McDougall. Batting fifth, playing first base, number 11, Braden Rogers. Batting sixth, designated hitter number 10, Braden Curtin. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 13, Colton Green. Batting eighth, playing right field, number 21, Gavin Smith. Batting ninth, playing left field, number 3, Cade Erickson. And playing shortstop, number 22, Gavin Kelly. If you would, please stand, remove your hats for the national anthem.
Back here live at Eagle Field, and it's all brought to you by our great sponsors. It's King's Pest Control, construction specialists of Central Texas, and the Georgetown Eagle Baseball Booster Club. They make it all possible to bring it to you free of charge here on the SHN Sports YouTube channel, and we are honored to be your broadcast team for Georgetown Eagle Baseball. We're back live at Eagle Field. The Eagles get ready for Game 2 of this series between the Eagles and the Connally Cougars. Georgetown victorious last night in 5 innings, 12-0 over the Connally Cougars at Cougar Field. And tonight we're back home for the first time in about 3 weeks, where the Eagles went 6-0 in the Central Texas First Pitch Classic. And now tonight they will do battle for the first time in district play at home here in the 26 season. Defensively for the Eagles, if you look at the screen, in left field is Cade Erickson, Cooper Thomas in center field, Gavin Smith in right field. Colton Green over at third base, Gavin Kelly in at shortstop, Caleb McDougal out at second base, Braden Rogers at first base. Behind the plate, Connor Young, and on the mound, the senior right-hander, Jack Kiki. Kiki on the mound for the Eagles tonight. And so now we'll bring back our crowd mic into it. And the Connally Cougars will bring up to bat Christian Gonzalez, the second baseman, number 5. He'll step in from the right side to face off against Jack Kiki in the top of the first here at Georgetown Eagle Field. Kiki out of the windup for the first base side of the rubber, and we're underway. A swing and a miss for strike 1 to Christian Gonzalez. Jack Kiki on the mound this season, thrown 14 innings. He's started 3 games, fouled off the 0-1 pitch, back out of play, 0-2 the count now to Christian Gonzalez. But Kiki across the board has faced 54 batters, thrown 161 pitches, a 1-0 record. Has allowed 7 hits, 3 runs, only 1 earned, has a .500 ERA, and oh, wow, the 0-2 pitch just misses for ball 1, 1-2 the count to Christian Gonzalez. Anton Scholes, the pitcher, on deck for the Cougars. Daniel Dorvigny Mesa, the catcher, in the hole for the Cougars here in the top of the first. The 1-2 just misses for ball 2. 2-2 the count now. To the leadoff man, Christian Gonzalez. Kiki's batting average against by opponents, a measly 140. As Gonzalez sends this on a line drive into center field. Cooper Thomas 2 steps to his left, settles under it and waits for it, and makes the catch for out number 1, F8 in the book to retire Gonzalez, and that'll bring up Antoine Scholes, the senior right-hander. He'll be on the mound tonight. Wears number 14. He'll step in from the right side for the Connally Cougars. Cougars, the visitors tonight, black pants, green jerseys with white numerals, white lettering on the green jersey tops. Georgetown, the all whites at home. White pants, white jersey tops, blue numerals, blue lettering. A white hat with a blue bill and the blue G. The first pitch to Scholes skips past the catcher Connor Young back to the backstop for ball 1. 1-0 the count to Antoine Scholes. Last night, 0 for 2 in the ball game was Scholes. A ground out and a pop out. A 1-0 pitch. Misses low and away for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Christian Gonzalez was 1 for 2. Only one of 2 players for the Cougars last night to get a base hit. He had a single in the 4th inning, flew out to center field in the bottom of the first. A swing and a miss on the 2-0 pitch. 2-1 now the count to Antoine Scholes. But Kiki is settled in as one of those go-to starters for the Eagles in his 3 starts. Just doing a job on the mound. Only allowing 7 hits with 54 batters faced. 2-1 pitch fouled off. Back to the screen, 2-2. Georgetown will be on the road tomorrow, 1 p.m. first pitch out at Lehman High School. The Lehman Lobos will play host to your Georgetown Eagles tomorrow. Come out and join us there at Lehman High School in Kyle, Texas. If you can't make it, we'll have it live here on the SHN Sports YouTube channel. Brought to you by First Responder Broadcasting. We'll bring you the call, 12:45 pregame for 1 o'clock first pitch. And Antoine Scholes will drive it into left field past Gavin Kelly in the 5-6 hole for a 1-out single. So the Cougars get their first hit of the ball game. It took them 4 innings last night to get a hit, as they recorded their only 2 hits in the 4th inning. Again, Zeke Hernandez on in relief. Zeke gave up the hit, and then got a pop out, gave up another hit, and then struck out the next 2 batters, and then struck out the side in the 5th to end it for the Eagles in the relief appearance for Hernandez. The first pitch here to Dorvigny Mesa, and a big swing and a miss on a Dirty breaking pitch there from Jack Kiki. 0-1 the count. Kenny Labrada Ramirez, the center fielder, on deck for the Cougars. He was a starting pitcher last night for Connally. He waits on deck. The 0-1 pitch to Ravigny Mesa. Breaking pitch, a big swing and a miss, strike two. 0-2 the count now to Dorvigny Mesa, the catcher for the Cougars. Sun setting here off from behind the clamshell. We'll see how that plays effect on the defense for both teams here in the first couple of innings. The 0-2 pitch, and Dorvigny Mesa chases it for strike three, first strikeout for Jack Kiki in the ball game. 2 outs now in the inning for the Cougars. And with 2 outs and a runner at first, that'll bring up Kenny Labrada Ramirez, the center fielder. Last night, 0 for 2 in the ball game with a flyout and a strikeout. As Kenny will step in here from the right side. Scholes down at first base, being held on by Braden Rogers. Here in the top of the first. Other action in District 23 last night. The Eastview Patriots took it to the Weiss Wolves 14-1. To go to 1-0, swing and a miss on a heater from Jack Kiki. 0-1 the count to Labrada Ramirez. Hendrickson had beat Elgin on Wednesday night to go 1-0 in district. And then Pflugerville and Bastrop played a non-conference back in Tuesday in a non-district matchup. Bastrop won in that 3-2. So currently in the standings, Georgetown, Hendrickson, and Eastview all undefeated at 1-0. A swing and a miss for strike two by Labrada Ramirez. Alvarado, the DH, on deck for the Cougars. Should Labrada Ramirez be able to extend the top of the first here for the Cougars. So Georgetown at 15-2, 1-0 in district. Hendrickson at 11-6-2. And Eastview at 7-7-1, all 1-0 in district. The Panthers at 8-9 sit 0-0. Scholes off and running, a swing and a miss for strikeout number 2, and that'll end the top of the first here for the Connally Cougars. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. After half an inning, Connally 0. Georgetown coming up to bat. When we come back, stay with us. Eagle Baseball continues in a moment. Back live at Eagle Field. We go to the bottom of the first as Antoine Scholes warms up for the Cougars here on the mound to start the ball game. Defensively for the Connally Cougars, in left field is Connor No. Kenny Labrada Ramirez in center field. Anthony Flores in right field. Brian Javier Ramirez at third base. Luigi Acosta Leon at shortstop. Christian Gonzalez at second base. Cameron Jones at first base. I'll get it right. Danielle Dorvigny Mesa behind the plate. And Antoine Scholes, the senior right-hander, on the mound for the Cougars to start the ball game here tonight in the bottom of the first. And he'll face off against the top 3 in the Eagle lineup. Cooper Thomas, Jack Kiki, and Connor Young. So the Eagles line up tonight, as you heard earlier from Coach Hammock on the PA announcer. Leading off in center field, number 6, Cooper Thomas. Batting second on the mound, number 7, Jack Kiki. Batting third behind the plate, number 8, Connor Young. Batting fourth at second base, number 12, Caleb McDougal. Batting fifth at first base, number 11, Braden Rogers. Batting sixth, the DH, number 10, Braden Curtin. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 13, Colton Green. Batting 8th, the right fielder, number 21, Gavin Smith. And batting 9th, the left fielder, number 3, Cade Erickson. Gavin Kelly at shortstop being hit for by Braden Curtin. So you'll have Thomas, Kiki, and Young in the top third. McDougall, Rogers, and Curtin in the middle third. Green, Gavin Smith, and Erickson in the bottom third for the Georgetown Eagles here in tonight's ball game. Cooper Thomas will come to the plate. He leads the 5A ranks with 30 stolen bases, as he picked up one last night in between his base hits. And we'll go back and try to find out and bring up last night's numbers, as Cooper Thomas had himself a game. He had a leadoff triple in the first, grounded out in the second, doubled a 3 RBI double, base clearing double in the third inning when he stole third base and then grounded out or reached on an error. Or that was 24. That was Easton Smith that reached on the error in the fourth inning. So 2 for 3 last night for Cooper, as he had a double and a triple, had 3 RBIs and a stolen base, 2 runs scored. As he leads off here, Cooper's current batting average, .457 on the season. From the right side, Scholl's first pitch hits Cooper Thomas in the shoulder. And I guess if you don't want him getting on base, the base hit variety, you just hit him with a pitch. That will be the 10th time Cooper Thomas has been hit by a pitch. And so, first pitch to the bottom of the first, and the Eagles have a base runner. Cooper's going to have to walk this one off. Took it right in the upper shoulder area on the back. Gives the field umpire a thumbs up, but expect Cooper Thomas to be off and running here. And that'll bring up Jack Kiki, the pitcher tonight. Jack batting .500 on the season, 20 hits, and last night he had 3 doubles on the game. As he steps in here, Cooper Thomas a big lead. Cameron Jones will hold him on as Schultz works from the stretch from the first base side of the rubber. Schultz will come set. Cooper Thomas off and running. The first pitch over the head of Jack Kiki as Cooper Thomas slides in safely. Stolen base down at second. His 31st of the season. Oh, 1 ball, no strike count to Jack Kiki. Jack will step back in from the right side. Cooper will lead off second base. And now Costa Leon will close in to try to keep Cooper close. Scholes comes set in the stretch. The pitch is going to pop out of the glove of the catcher to Vigny Mesa. We'll see how they score that one. I don't know if they'll score that in a stolen base or a pass ball, as it squirted out of the glove of Dorvigny Mesa. Cooper was a good chunk of the way there before that happened, but now a 2-0 count to Jack Kiki and a runner at third base. Scholes back in the windup. The 2-0 pitch to Jack Kiki. Square to bunt. He'll pull it back and take it for ball 3. 3-0 the count now. Scholes looks in and gets the sign from the windup. The 3-0 pitch to Kiki. It is a wild. It's not going to go down as a wild pitch. It's ball 4. As Jack will head down to first base with the walk. First walk issued by Schultz. So runners at the corners now. We'll get a courtesy runner here for the pitcher, Jack Kiki. I believe it'll be Clayton King coming out to run. And there it is, number 4, Clayton King. Come on to run. King on the year. Is 1 stolen base. And we'll expect the speedy senior to be off and running here with the runner at third base and no outs. And in steps Connor Young, the catcher for the Eagles. Connor hitting .391 on the season. With 16 RBIs, an opportunity here with the runner at third base and no outs in the bottom of the first. Kiki drawing his 4th walk of the season at the plate. Scholes in the stretch. The first pitch. Clayton King off and running. Dorvigny Mesa will not throw down, so King will steal second base without a throw. So runners now at second and third. 1-0 the count to Connor Young. With Caleb McDougal on deck. Braden Rogers in the hole for the Eagles here in the bottom of the first. Scoreless game. The Eagles, though, threatening now with runners at second and third and no outs. Connor Young back in from the left side. The 1-0 pitch. Yeah, one's in there for a call and strike one. 1-1 the count to Connor Young. Connor on the season, 18 hits and 46 at-bats, 11 singles, 5 doubles, 2 triples, no home runs, 16 RBIs. Scholes comes set in the stretch. The 1-1 pitch. And slapped foul into the net. 1-2 now the count. Scholes has been a staple in this Cougar program over his career. Been here all 4 years. One of the, I believe it's second team all-district last year for Connally. And a great baseball player for the Cougars. Now on the mound, the senior right-hander. Comes set in the stretch. Connor Young, take his time. Step out there. Very deliberate, slow process for Antoine Schultz. Schultz will now come set. Connor Young back in from the left side. The 1-2 pitch. That one's up and away for ball 2, and the count evens out at 2-2. Try to go back in and see how they scored Cooper Thomas. It's on a pass ball, so no stolen base to third, 1 stolen base in the ninth, 31 on the season. The 2-2. Outside, called strike 3. Connor Young down on strikes, caught looking. A very questionable outside strike zone there. So a strikeout for out number 1. And that'll bring up number 12, Caleb McDougal, the second baseman. Caleb on the season, batting .421, 16 hits, 14 singles, 2 doubles, 16 RBIs on the year for the junior. In from the right side as Schultz comes set in the stretch. The first pitch to McDougal. Up high for ball 1, 1-0 the count. Just the 4th strikeout by Connor Young in the season through 17 ball games. He doesn't do that much. He has a great eye at the plate. A very gifted corner. Called strike 3 there for out number 1. The 1-0 pitch down low and away as McDougal pulls the bunt attempt back for ball 2. 2-0 the count. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Leadoff man reached on a first pitch, hit by pitch. Cooper Thomas then stole second, advanced to third on the pass ball. Then Jack Kiki drew the walk. Clayton King into a run for the pitcher, still second base. Strikeout by Connor Young, and now a 2-0 pitch to Caleb McDougal. Squares the bunt, will bunt it hard down the first baseline. Cameron Jones can't field it cleanly. And they're going to get the play at first, but not in time to get a speedy Clayton King around from second base to score. The sac bunt given to Caleb McDougal, and what a bunt it was. Cameron Jones didn't field it cleanly. Tried to reach out and tag McDougal. He did with the glove, but the ball was in his bare hand. So he had to throw him out at first base to the second baseman covering, which he did for out number 2. But in all of that, Clayton King was off and running from second base and came around to score the second run. And so an RBI sac bunt by Caleb McDougal. The Eagles plate 2 there, and now it's a 2-0 lead with 2 outs and the bases emptied. In steps Braden Rogers, batting .372 on the season. The first baseman in from the right side. Schultz stays in the stretch with the bases empty. The first pitch here to the senior first baseman. And one misses for ball 1. 1-0 the count to Braden Rogers. A beautiful sac bunt play there for the Eagles. It'll go 3-4 on the putout of McDougal. And it plates 2 runners. It's Clayton King flying around third base and scores easily. The 1-0 pitch misses for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Braden Rogers, Brayton Curtin, the DH tonight. In the on-deck circle for the Eagles. Should Rogers be able to extend the bottom of the first inning here for the Eagles. 2 runs across. And that'll be the second batter hit by a pitch as Rogers trying to get out of the way, and it still got him. He'll go down to first base.
Now batting number 10,
On the hit by a pitch, and that'll bring up Brayton Curtin. With 2 outs and a runner at first. Rogers on the season. That is the 4th time he's been, or let's see here, the 2nd time he's been hit by a pitch. Nope, I get the 4th time. Had to get my chart right. Brayden Rogers now 4 hit by pitches. He's down at first base as Jones will hold him on. Brayton Curtin will step in with 2 outs from the right side, the DH. Batting .333 on the season. Scholl's first pitch to Curtin. Misses for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Now Scholl's will walk off the back of the mound and reset himself. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 runs across here in the bottom of the first. Georgetown the early 2-0 lead. Rogers leads off first. A 1-0 pitch to Brayton Curtin. Misses. Oh, outside corner. Called strike 1. 1-1 to count. Curtin looks down and gets the signs from Chad Payne down at third base. Head coach David Arell down in the first base coach's box. James Key, the dugout manager. Assistant coach for the Eagles. Scholl's comes set. The 1-1 pitch to Brayton Curtin. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 the count to Rigney Mesa. Fakes the throw down to first behind Rogers as he got back to the bag. Curtin last night 2 for 3, or 1 for 2 on the night. 1 for 1 on the night. An RBI triple in the first, and he walked and scored a run in the third. And then Jackson Van Aken came in defensively and hit in the slot in the 4th inning and had a hit of his own. So good night last night on the RBI triple and a walk and a run scored for Curtin. The 1-2 pitch from Scholl's to Brayton Curtin. He'll step off, throw to first base, but not in time. So we'll reset and do it again with a 1 ball, 2 strike count, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the first. Other action tonight. Eastview on the road at Weiss for game number 2 of their matchup. Elgin on the road at Hendrickson in Pflugerville for their game 2. The 1-2 pitch misses outside for ball 2. 2-2 the count. And then Bastrop up in Pflugerville to take on the Panthers as they had a 2-game non-district series this week. And they battled tonight at Pflugerville after Bastrop won the first matchup on Tuesday night 3-2. Next week, Georgetown, 2 games on the docket. It'll be Tuesday and Thursday, and they're going to be big ones. It's the Crosstown Classic, the Battle of St. Gabriel, next Tuesday and Thursday. The 2-2 pitch to Curtin. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the inning is over. 2 runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. After 1 full inning, Georgetown 2, Connally 0. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us. live here to Eaglefield. We go to the top of the second. Alvarado, Flores, and Acosta Leon up for the Cougars here. The first pitch on the outside corner for a called strike to the DH, Jorge Alvarado, 0-1 the count. In the first inning of work for Jack Kiki, he gave up 1 hit, struck out 2, threw 16 pitches. As he works here in inning number 2, the 0-1 misses low for ball 1, 1-1 the count. Anthony Flores, the right fielder, on deck. Luigi Acosta Leon, the shortstop, in the hole for the Cougars here. Foul ball down the first baseline, out of play, 1-2 the count. Now the stands lights, the 1-2 pitch, up and away. Ball 2, 2-2. More like Superman, not up and away from the batter, but it was up and away for a ball. Had to clarify there because up and away would be outside. It was actually inside, but the 2-2 pitch. Fouled off, back out of play. Alvarado stays alive in the at-bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Last night, livestock. Paying the price for that foul ball at the bat of Alvarado. Last night, Alvarado 0 for 2 in the ballgame. Grounded out in the second, struck out swinging in the fourth. The 2-2 pitch. Fly ball on the right side of the infield. Rogers will give chase into foul territory. Has room. Will settle under it. Make the catch for out number 1. P3 in the book to retire Alvarado for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Anthony Flores. Flores will step in with the bases empty. And 1 out in the inning. Bats from the left side. Flores struck out in his only at-bat in the second inning last night. Struck out looking. Was 0 for 1 in the ball game last night. Steps in here, Kiki from the windup, the first pitch. Outside corner, called strike 1. 0-1 the count with Luigi Acosta Leon on deck for the Connally Cougars. Tuesday night, Georgetown will be on the road at Eastview's Patriot Park. Foul tip back to the net, and a rattle of the microphone. Sounds like it survived. Still here out of it. Great. Got to give credit to the one that makes it all happen here, my wife. She hooked it up tonight as I came in late from work, so super appreciative. The 0-2 pitch. Up and away, ball 1, 1-2 the count. But Georgetown will play on the road during spring break on Tuesday to take on the Patriots at 7 p.m. 6:45 first pitch here on the SHN YouTube channel. The 1-2 outside corner, called strike 3. Anthony Flores down for out number 2. Third strikeout of the ball game for Jack Kiki. 2 outs at the inning will bring up Luigi Acosta Leon, the shortstop, with Cameron Jones on deck for the Cougars. 2 outs here in the inning. The base is empty. But then Wednesday night, we'll be at Camp Brightside for an extended coaches show. We'll combine this week's coaches show that we had to cancel due to the weather, field conditions over at Connally. First pitch swung, hit out to short. Gavin Kelly throws on the run. Nice play, and the Eagles retired the Cougars here in the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. After an inning and a half, Connally 0, Georgetown 2. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us. Back live at Eagle Field. We go to the bottom of the second with a 2-0 lead for your Georgetown Eagles. As Colton Green, Gavin Smith, and Cade Erickson do up here for the Eagles in the bottom of the second. In his first inning of work, Antoine Schultz allowed 2 runs, struck out 2, walked 1, hit 2 batters. As he works here in inning number 2 against the 7, 8, 9 hitters. Colton Green steps in. The first pitch of the bottom of the second is up and away for ball 1. 1-0 the count to Colton Green. So, back 2. That was a quick inning last inning. Camp Brightside, because we had to move the coaches show this week and cancel it due to the scheduling, we'll have an extended show next week. A little bit longer. We'll have 2 freshmen of the week. A 1-0 pitch, low and inside, just misses Colton Green for ball 2. 2-0 the count. We'll have this week's freshman of the week and the one next week to highlight, along with 2 JV players and 3 varsity players. So we'll extend the interviews, the players interviewed next week. So come out and join us, Camp Brightside. Gracious hosts and supporters, sponsors of the Eagle Nation Coaches Show each and every week. It'll be live at 6 o'clock next week as ball 2. The 2-0 pitch misses low and away for ball 3. 3-0 to Colton Green now, the junior third baseman. Usually the show will be at 6:30. We'll start it at 6 on Wednesday night. And then Thursday, back home here at Eagle Field for Game 2 against the Eastview Patriots in the 2-game series. The 3-0 pitch to Green, right down Main Street for a called strike. 3-1 the count. But come out and support your Georgetown Eagles during spring break. 7 o'clock, both games on Tuesday and Thursday. Patriot Park over at Eastview High School on Tuesday night, back here at Eagle Field on Thursday night. The 3-1 pitch, up and high and inside for ball 4. So a leadoff base runner again for the Eagles, this time of the walk variety. Second walk issued by Scholes. And that'll bring up the right fielder, junior number 21, Gavin Smith. He'll step in from the right side after getting the signals from third base coach, Chad Payne. That'll move Cade Erickson, the number 9 hitter and the left fielder, into the on-deck circle for the Eagles here in the bottom of the second inning. Green leads off first. Cameron Jones holds him on there. Scholes from the first base side of the rubber looks in. Will get the sign and comes set in the stretch. First pitch, ground ball hit to third, fielded. Throw to second for 1, but it's into right field as the second baseman Gonzalez unable to get there in time. It is a good play by the third baseman, Javier Ramirez. He fielded it and threw the ball, but the fielder wasn't there to cover second base. So the Eagles remain hitless here in the ballgame. Gavin Smith will reach on a fielder's choice. And Colton Green will advance to third on the E5. But now with runners at first and third with no outs, and in steps Cade Erickson, the lefty. Left-handed hitting left fielder. Steps in for his first plate appearance of the ball game. Erickson batting .240 on the season. So Gavin Smith leads off first base. Jones holds him on there. Off and running. The pitch outside off the glove of Dorvigny Mesa. Colton Green unable to advance on that one. So now runners at second and third. That one will be a wild pitch, I believe, as it was outside. Dorvigny Mesa just trying to get a glove on it. They're going to give it a pass ball to the catcher, Dorvigny Mesa, off his glove. Second pass ball of the night. 1-0 count to Cade Erickson here, with Cooper Thomas, the top of the Eagle lineup, on deck. Here in the bottom of the second, Eagles back in the same position with runners on second and third, and no outs here in the bottom of the second inning as they were in the bottom of the first. Scholes comes set, the 1-0 pitch to Erickson. Squares the bunt, pulls it back, takes it high for ball 2, 2-0 the count. Spring break usually falls the week that we play Connally to open up district play. This year, 1 week later. So it falls on the series with the Eastview Patriots. A big series for both teams. As both teams look to go to 2-0 in district play going into that series with games tonight. The 2-0 to Kate Erickson. Squares the bunt, pulls it back high, ball 3. 3-0 the count. The left-handed hitting left fielder, Kate Erickson. Good crowd out here tonight for Eagle baseball. Of course, the Sun City Boosters show out again as they fill up the middle of the bleachers again. A ton of spectators. The 3-0 pitch in there for a called strike. Middle school night tonight. Benold and Forbes Middle Schools honored here, recognized before the ball game. Out here tonight. Two runners on, second and third base, no outs here in the bottom of the second. The 3-1 pitch to Kate Erickson. Squares the bunt, pulls it back, and takes it for ball 4. And the bases are loaded. Third walk issued by Antoine Scholes. And that'll bring up Cooper Thomas, who was hit by a pitch back in the first inning. Came around to score the first run of the ball game on a beautiful sac bunt by Caleb McDougall. Cooper Thomas hit by the first pitch he saw in the bottom of the first, stole second base, advanced to third on the pass ball, and then scored on that sac bunt. Colton Green at third base, Gavin Smith at second, Kate Erickson at first base. Base is full of Eagles here, no outs at the bottom of second. Scholes from the stretch, the first pitch to Cooper Thomas. Ball hit into right field. It's going to be a 2 RBI base hit. Erickson will head to third, and the Eagles double it up. It's a 4-0 lead. Cooper Thomas striking with a 2 RBI single to right field.
Up to bat, number 7, Jack Kiki.
First hit of the ball game for the Eagles. Capitalizing on the walks and batters being hit by pitches. That'll bring up Jack Kiki. He was walked back in the first inning. Kate Erickson didn't hesitate, taking off from first base on that ball hit to right field. Motored all the way around as Colton Green and Gavin Smith came in to score. Kiki in for the right side. 0 for 0 in the ball game. Cooper Thomas leads off first. Erickson off third. Scholes comes set in the stretch. Cooper Thomas off and running. He'll steal second base without a throw. First pitch called strike to Jack Kiki. Another stolen base, second of the night for Cooper Thomas, up to 32 on the year now. No balls and 1 strike to Jack Kiki. Jack, 10 RBIs on the season. Another opportunity for some more RBIs here with runners on second and third and no outs. The 0-1 pitch. Squares the bunt, pulls it back and takes it over his head for ball 1. 1-1 the count. 4-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Tomorrow, 12:45, we'll have the pregame for Georgetown baseball down at Lehman High School. We'll take on the Lehman Lobos in non-district action on the Saturday tilt, 1 p.m. first pitch. Come out and join us down in Kyle for Georgetown Eagle baseball. Can't make it out, join us here live on the SHN Sports YouTube channel. We'll have the action for you here tomorrow. Kiki squares, takes the ball back. It's Cooper Thomas trying to draw the throw from Dorvigny Mesa out between second and third. He doesn't bite for it. It's a 2-1 count now to Jack Kiki. First time I've seen it from second to third. That was pretty impressive. We've worked it a couple times this season with a runner from first base. Falls down in their steal attempt to second base to draw the pitcher's attention, and they steal home. 2-1 pitch now to Jack Kiki. Squares the bunt, bunts it out down the first baseline. Scholes will field it to flip home, and he will be safe. Dorvigny Mesa dropped the ball. Jack Kiki will take off to second base, the throw down, and he slides around the tag as Dorvigny Mesa was talking to the home plate umpire for an explanation, and Jack Kiki took off. But here comes Coach Corey Colhane to come out and talk to the home plate umpire. But as of now, it says Colton Green is safe. Kate Erickson is safe at home. He slid in, and Dorvigny Meso had the ball before the play at home. But the ball pops out of the glove. He tries to pick it up, and Kate had reached the hand in to tag home plate. So we'll see what comes out of this one right here. But the call is going to stay the same. So Jack Kiki lays down the bunt, reaches first on the fielder's choice to play at home. Advances to second base, and now to bring out Clayton King to run again for Jack Kiki. Cooper Thomas moves up to third base. Erickson scores the 5th run of the ball game for the Eagles. And we'll reset again. With no outs and runners on second and third. Connor Young steps in, 0 for 1 in the ball game, called out on a strike 3 call. The outside part of the plate. First pitch misses for ball 1, 1-0 the count. So Clayton King running down at second base for Kiki, the pitcher. Cooper Thomas leads off third base. Connor Young back in from the left side. With no outs here in the bottom of the second, 3 runs across, a 5-0 lead for the Eagles. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1, 1-1 the count. A 1-1 the count to Connor Young. Caleb McDougal on deck for the Eagles. The 1-1 up and away, ball 2, 2-1 the count. To the junior catcher, Connor Young. Connor batting .391 coming into the ball game. 16 RBIs. The 2-1 pitch. Misses for ball 3, 3-1 the count. Caleb McDougal on deck. Braden Rogers in the hole for the Eagles. No outs here in the bottom of the second. 3 runs across for Georgetown here in the bottom of the second. A 5-0 lead over the Connally Cougars. Schultz comes set in the stretch. The 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4. So Connor Young head down to first base. 4th walk of the ball game for Schultz. That'll bring up Caleb McDougal. That'll be the 12th walk of the year for Connor Young. That'll bring out Tilly Brown to run for the catcher. Number 9, senior Tillman Brown. Tilly will come out and run for the catcher, Connor Young, at first base. Caleb McDougal will step in. An RBI sac bunt back in the first inning for McDougal. It scored to Cooper Thomas, the first run of the ball game. The result of the play was also Clayton King scoring from second base on that same play. McDougal steps in here with no outs and the bases loaded. The first pitch to Caleb. Ball fouled out of play down the first baseline. 0-1 the count. With Braden Rogers on deck here in the bottom of the second inning. Georgetown trying to open this one up here in the second one. 2 runs in the first, 3 so far, and the bases loaded with no outs here in inning number 2. The sun has set behind us. The lights in full effect here at Eagle Field. Another beautiful night for baseball. McDougal will take time and step out and reset. Try to check in on other District 23 action with Weiss and Eastview doing battle over at Weiss High School, and Hendrickson and Elgin battling tonight at Hendrickson. The 0-1 pitch to McDougal. Misses for ball 1, 1-1 the count. .24 pitches already thrown here in the second inning for Antoine Scholes with no outs and the bases loaded. Threw 21 pitches in the first inning when he gave up 2 runs on no hits. Struck out 2. Scholes takes a long time getting the sign in from Davigny Mesa, the catcher. So McDougal will take time and step out and reset again. And now back in, and we'll all reset. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs to McDougal. The runners on first, second, and third. Cooper Thomas at third. Clayton King at second. Tillman Brown at first. The 1-1 pitch. Inside, ball 2, 2-1 the count. McDougal, the 7th batter of the inning for the Eagles. We started the inning with the number 7 hitter, Colton Green. No outs, 3 runs across, and the base is loaded. Scholes comes set, the 2-1 pitch to Caleb McDougal. Swing and a miss, strike 2 on the outside fastball. 2-2 now the count to the junior second baseman. After a rainy Wednesday, it has been a beautiful 2-day stretch here in Central Texas. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled off, back out of play. McDougal stays alive at the at-bat. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll reset and do it again. Shout out to the Georgetown Eagle Baseball Booster Club concession stand. Always well stocked with the beautiful Coke Zero. Amanda Glasscock and her team as they do a great job at the concession stand here at Eagle Field. The 2-2 pitch. Up and in, ball 3. Full count here for McDougal as he battles with the bases loaded, no outs in the bottom of the second inning. Three balls, 2 strikes, no outs. The base is full of Eagle runners here in the bottom of the second. Scholes comes set in the stretch. The payoff pitch to McDougal. Fisted out towards second base. It'll land. Gonzalez will field it. His only play is first, but not in time. Caleb beats it out, an infield single. It gets away from Jones, and that'll allow Clayton King to come in and score. So you'll get a hit for Caleb McDougal. He beat the throw to first base. He would have been safe no matter what, but then an error on the throw that got past first base allowed Clayton King to score. So Caleb McDougal, an RBI that scores Cooper Thomas again. And that'll bring a visit from Coach Corey Colhane of Connally out of the first base dugout. We'll take it with him. Eagle Baseball. We'll continue in a moment. Stay with us. The mound visit for the Connally Cougars. We go back to action as Brayton Rogers will step in. Brayton 0 for 0 in the ball game. Was hit by a pitch and left stranded at first base back in the first inning. Steps in here with runners on second and third and no outs. 7-0 lead for the Eagles. First pitch misses inside for ball one. I'm going to score it. This is me. Caleb McDougal beat the throw to first base from Gonzalez. The throw got passed, so the error allows him to advance. Clayton King to score. But a base hit for Caleb McDougal. 1-0 pitch up over the head of Braden Rogers. He kind of shrugs his shoulders. He took one back in the first inning. He steps back in with a 2-0 count, no outs. 7-0, Georgetown leads it. Scoreboard shows 1 hit, 2 errors for the Cougars. I'm okay with the 2 errors, but I say we got 2 hits. But still, 7 runs on the board for Georgetown. The 2-0 and a fly ball right side of the infield. Into shallow center field. The shortstop will call for it. And Tillman Brown will tag up from third. So Braden Rogers will get credit for the sac fly to shallow center field that scores the runner from third. McDougal unable to advance as the throw came in to third base to keep McDougal at second. But that'll score Tillman Brown for the 8th run of the ball game. And in steps Braden Curtin. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Struck out back in the first inning. Steps in here with 1 out, a runner at second base. McDougal leads off there. Schultz comes set in the stretch. The first pitch to Braden Curtin. Inside corner called strike 1. Curtin, the 9th batter of the inning for the Eagles. We'll step back in with a no ball, 1 strike count with 1 out. The 0-1 pitch to Curtin. Misses for ball 1, 1-1 to count. Colton Green on deck for the Eagles. 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Georgetown 6 runs in the inning, 8 on the ball game, lead it 8-0. Antoine Schultz comes set. The 1-1 up high for ball 2, 2-1 the count now. McDougal off second base. Some action back and forth. Once Schultz comes set to get his attention. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 the count. From Antoine Schultz and Braden Curtin. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second base. 6 across the inning. 8-0 your score. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, Lehman High School, the Lobos will play host to your Georgetown Eagles in a non-district matchup. Saturday special at 1 p.m. Come join us, Kyle, Texas, Lehman High School. The 2-2 pitch. Ball in out into right center field. That'll be down for an RBI base hit for Braden Curtin. He's going to motor to second base. An RBI double for the senior DH, and the Eagles lead it 9-0. Off the bat of Braden Curtin for that RBI double. In steps Colton Green, and here comes a visit from Coach Colhane. This will be a CSCT call to the bullpen. We'll have the changes when we come back. Eagle Baseball will continue in a moment. Stay with
fly like an eagle. Spit fire like a dragon. Make some mistakes, you won't keep me lacking. Already been through it, I ain't the one tapping. Let's see who's next up. Next up. Just me and my passion. Hear all the talking, they seeing no action. We get it stepping while they get the bag. And I'm with my brothers, what's happening? None of my enemies fast and biting my style and jacket. Dropping a storm, you best get the pack. Ain't no more fashion. When I pull up in tanks, that's the still wreaking havoc. Smell of an excellent young telepathy. Really on mind with these lines. Spinning on top, I am one of a kind. Prophecy for my design. Yeshua said I'll be with him in time. Not even dope on my level of high. I'm levitating on the rhymes. Spiritual meditation, ain't no kind of faces. We got blue in our eyes. Say we on go. We suited up when we put on a show. Like, they want me for broke. I do what I want and making a toast. I could be doing the most. Yeah, submitted some jokes. I can see through them like ghosts. Yeah, do more than just float. I gotta fly like an eagle. Spit fire like a dragon. Make some mistakes, you won't keep me lacking. Already been through it, I ain't the one tapping. Let's see who's next up. It's just me and my passion. Hear all the talking, they seeing no action. We get it stepping while they get the back. And I'm with my brothers, what's happening? Whole lot better than I did last year. Double sums up, we ain't stand right here. Still gotta speed up, clutch shift that gear. I got no pass, took off that mirror. Eyes go dry, can't shed no tear. When I'm following Jah, I ain't got no fear. Making it clear, don't rush none, I'm making it sear. I take it from nose to the beast in the ear. Ideas spinning like I'm up and on gear. I'm getting serious, smile on my face when I'm fierce. Mask on, making my cures. Hit him with the 10 track now, but it's spin bad, driving on the beat like I'm gone in the years. Big dog stats like ho, Wayne Cole. A battle with a brave and a bold. Batman pals, yeah, I'm rich in the soul. Two-faced rappers gonna play with your goals. Sick of all the fakes, bro, you gotta let them go. Take a flight, do an envy with a go. Circle stay tight, all in, never fold. Aim with a note, shade, thong. Say we on go. We suited up when we put on a show. Like, they want me for broke. I do what I want and making a toast. I can be doing the most. Yeah, give me this and jokes. I can see through them like ghosts. Yeah, do more than just float. I gotta fly like an eagle. Spit fire like a dragon. Make some mistakes, you won't keep me lacking. Already been through it, I ain't the one tapping. Let's see who's next up. Yeah, just me and my passion. Hear all the talking, they seeing no action. We get it stepping while they get the back. And I'm with my brothers, what's happening? Take one, take two, take three. Up and on the way now, long way lately. And put a rap on my back, wearing mask crazy. First head thinking I'm
Back live here at Eagle Field. The construction specialist in Central Texas call to the bullpen for the Connally Cougars. As CSCT brings you all calls to the bullpen this season in Eagle baseball. And that'll bring up Colton Green to face off against the new pitcher. That's number 9. Anthony Flores, the left-hander, will come out of right field, go to the mound. Here in the bottom of the second with one out, a runner at second. 7 runs across. The first pitch in there for a called strike one to Colton Green, who bats for the second time here in the second inning. He led off the inning with a walk and a run scored. As Flores takes over. Can't close the book on Scholes yet. He's responsible for Curtin down at second base. The 0-1, Big Bender catches the outside corner for a called strike two. So from a hard-throwing right-hander to it looks like a off-speed junk ball left-handed pitcher for the Cougars. Give the Eagles a different look here in the bottom of the second inning. 7 runs across in the inning, 9 in the ballgame to lead at 9-0. The 0-2 pitch to Colton Green. Gets away. Wild pitch there allows Braden Curtin to move up to third base. First wild pitch of the ball game for Anthony Flores. Defensively, Scholes goes to left field in place of Connor No, and Connor No moves over to right field to fill the void from Flores. So Scholes in left, Labrado Ramirez stays in center, Connor No in right field. Ground ball back up the middle, and it's into center field. It's an RBI base hit for Colton Green, and that'll make it 10-0. As that run is charged to Anthony Scholes, so we can close the book on him.
Up to bat, number 21, Gavin Smith.
That'll bring up Gavin Smith, who reached on a fielder's choice back in the earlier part of the second inning. Curtin comes in to score. on the RBI base hit by Colton Green, who's down at first base. The first pitch, Gavin Smith. Line drive down the right field line. It's fair. Colton Green around second. He's headed to third. Gavin Smith will cruise into second base. With a one-out double, runners on second and third for the Eagles. Gavin Smith came into the ballgame batting .200 on the season. Now a beautiful base hit down the right field line, the double. The second hit allowed by Flores, his many batters. Now runners at second and third. Cade Erickson will step in. He's 0 for 0 in the ballgame. Erickson walked back earlier in the inning for his 9th walk of the season. Batting .240 on the year. Steps in here with one out and a runner at second and third. A lefty-lefty matchup here with Flores. Square to bunt, pulls it back, takes it inside for ball one. Square to bunt, bunts it out in front of the mound. Safety squeeze here, the flip to home, not in time. Colton Green slides in. Erickson reaches first, and Colton Green scores the 11th run of the ball game. I believe Erickson's going to reach on a fielder's choice there as the play went to the plate. Can't be a sacrifice, I don't believe, if they don't put him out at first. So a fielder's choice scores the 11th run of the ball game. Gavin Smith moves up to third base, so runners at the corners now. And in steps Cooper Thomas, who's 1 for 1 in the ball game. Takes the first pitch outside for ball one. Was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the first inning. Earlier here in the second, Cooper Thomas had a 2 RBI single. Stole second base and then scored for the second time of the ball game. Steps in here with runners on the corners and one out. Facing off against Flores in his second at-bat of the second inning. The 1-0 pitch. Cooper Thomas hits it out towards second. Backhanded by Gonzalez. The flip to second in time for one. But Cooper Thomas will reach on a fielder's choice. Erickson is erased at second base. That'll go 4-6 on the putout. A nice play by Christian Gonzalez. With 2 outs, in steps Jack Kiki. But that will plate Gavin Smith from third base. For the 10th run of the inning, the Eagles lead at 12-0 here. The bottom of the second, 2 outs and a runner at first. Kiki steps in. He's 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Walked back in the first. Reached on a fielder's choice in the second. First pitch to Kiki. Outside corner, called strike one on a beautiful bending curveball. Cooper Thomas stayed put at first base. Not sure they're going to allow him to steal. Score here, 12-0 this second. The 0-1. Bender catches the outside corner, called strike two, 0-2 the count. 2 outs and a runner at first, 10 runs across the inning, a 12-0 lead for your Georgetown Eagles over the Connally Cougars. Flores comes set, the lefty. The 0-2 pitch, low and inside. I think it was a catcher's interference called on the catcher, Dorvigny Mesa. Colhane quickly out. So I'm not sure if they called it a hit by pitch or a catcher's interference. They will send Kiki down to first base. Cooper Thomas up to second base. And in steps Connor Young, who's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Struck out looking in the first. Walked earlier here in the second inning. I'm going to say it's a hit by pitch. So the first hit by pitch by Flores, and Kiki down at first. Connor Young back in. The first pitch to Connor Young. Down the turf for ball one. Runners stay put. Kiki stays in to run for himself, which makes you believe he will not be on the mound when the Eagles come back out in the top of the third. Kiki hit by the pitch. That's his 8th hit by pitch of the season. The 1-0 pitch to Young, swinging, sent, flying by the feet of Coach Chad Payne down the third baseline. 1-1 to count now to Connor Young. Dorvigny Mesa out to visit with his pitcher Anthony Flores here in the bottom of the second inning. Connor Young back up with runners at first and second base. One pitch, skips in for ball 2, 2-1. Dorvigny makes the block there. Flores will come set. The 2-1 pitch to Connor Young. Sliced, foul down the third baseline, out of play. 2-2 now the count. Officially unofficial. Antoine Scholes went an inning and a third through 57 pitches. Understanding it's officially unofficial on my stats here. Gave up 11 runs, 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, 4 walks, 2 hit by pitch. The 2-2 pitch to Connor Young. Hits him. So the second batter hit by Flores, and now the base is full of Eagles.
Now batting number 12, Caleb McDougal.
Second batter in a row hit by a pitch. And that'll bring Tillman Brown on to run for the catcher, Connor Young.
Courtesy runner number 9, Sam Brown.
So Caleb McDougal will step in. Caleb 1 for 1 in the ball game. Steps in here with 2 outs and the bases loaded. An RBI sac bunt in the first inning. An RBI single in the earlier at bat here in the bottom of the second. Flores' first pitch to McDougal. Outside corner, called strike 1, 0-1 the count. 16th batter of the inning for the Eagles. Scholes faced the 9 Eagle batters before Flores came in relief to face Colton Green. The second trip through the order for the Eagles. Now a ball called on Flores. Didn't come off the mound completely and turned towards third and didn't make the throw. So now runners at second and third, and Cooper Thomas comes in to score the 13th run of the ball game. On the balk. So Kiki up to third base, Tillman Brown to second. Flores will come set now. No balls, 1 strike to Caleb McDougal, the 0-1 pitch. High for ball 1, 1-1 the count now. In the top of the 5th, Weiss 3, Eastview 0. The last check-in of the Eastview Weiss ball game. 3-0 Weiss as they try to split the series with the Eastview Patriots. The 1-1. Outside corner on the big bender, called strike 2. 1-2 the count now to Caleb McDougal. Check out the Hendrickson game if we can. is, looks in and comes set in the stretch. The 1-2 pitch to McDougal. Fisted down the right field line, but it'll curl out of play, and we'll reset and do it again with 1 ball and 2 strikes. "21 pitches in the first, 36 or 37. Still trying to figure that out with Scholes in his second inning of work. Went an inning and a third. Gave up the 11 runs on 3 hits. Now in left field. The 1-2 pitch to Caleb McDougal. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Eagles are down here in the bottom of the second. But not before Georgetown puts up 11 runs in the inning and leads it 13-0 over the Connally Cougars. We'll be back with more baseball here on the SHN Sports YouTube channel in a minute. Stay with us.
Last year was too much, enemy within self. Whispers and rumors, had to take him back for my health. Who's to blame for my problems? It's me and nobody else. Yeah, life comes with stress. Time is out, we're blessed. Too much of my day's been focused around what's next. Dark road, I walk alone, put it around my neck, put it around my wrist. I'm puffing up my chest tight and I couldn't breathe in my heart, pumping bad tendencies and this isolation is killing me. But I can't but now cause I'm scared to be. When they throw me down, do I plan to speak? Do I wait to see where they're taking me? My cuffs are locked but I got the keys. Will I do what it takes to be free? Cause I'm chosen. I hear them calling me, hold it. They kill me now if they notice. So take control of emotions. I know I'm bad but ain't broken. Still comfortable in this groaning. I can't get out without owning. A part of me I hate showing. I'm holding fast in this grip, pessimistic. Can't escape but I'm scared I missed it. My bones are scraping, my hands are blistered. I'm falling down and I'm seeing crimson. Ain't pick me up but drag me to distance. How to get it right, should've listened. They marching on and I see the prison. I know it's calling out. Wishing I plead on the love I was given. I went on my way and I gave them my ticket. I feel it. It's something that led me to sin. And I listened to voices that told me I'm missing the spirit that's been here before the beginning. And still it's gonna be here long after the finish. Told me I don't need him and I shouldn't see him. And all that I need was a vision.
Go to the top of the third inning, and Jack Kiki on for his third inning of work will face off against the 8-9-1 hitters for the Cougars. Cameron Jones, Connor No, and Christian Gonzalez. First pitch swinging. Cameron Jones will hit it into center field for the leadoff base hit. Ground ball right through the middle. 1 pitch and 1 hit here in the top of the third. Just the second hit of the ball game. Through 2 innings, Kiki has thrown, allowed 1 hit, struck out 3. He's thrown 27 pitches. And allowed 1 hit, now 2 to the Cougars. Rogers will hold Jones on at first base as Kiki goes to the stretch. Connor No, the right fielder, steps in, bunts it. Kiki will field it at the mound. The play to second in time. Relay to first in time. 1-6-3 double play to retire the base runners. So Kiki quickly erases the base runner with the leadoff base hit, Cameron Jones, on the 1-6-3 double play. And with 2 outs and the bases empty, we go back to the top of the lineup. And Christian Gonzalez, who flew out to center field back in the first inning, is 0 for 1 on the night. The first pitch swinging, fouled off down the first baseline, out of play, 0-1 the count. A good job of fielding there by Kiki to get it to Gavin Kelly at short, who quick turn over to Rogers at first base to complete the 1-6-3 double play. On the bunt play, out in front of the mound. The 0-1 pitch to Gonzalez. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 0-2 the count. Let's see if the Hawkeye Soaring Network is at Pflugerville tonight, or if they're on the road with softball. A swing and a miss by Gonzalez for out number 3. And the Cougars go in order here in the top of the third. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base after 2.5. Georgetown 13, Connally 0. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us.
It's like a spiritual war going on. Better be prepared. Yeah, I ain't alone in the booth. Yeah, the spirit of work. Turn the microphone up. Yeah, I'm trying to be heard. Demons calling me up. Still been reading the word. A couple questions I need answering. I'm down for the search. So help me, Father. Help me, Father, man. I need to get my head right. Can't be fighting with these demons. It's like every night. Yeah, I pray that in the darkness they can see the light. Help me, Father, as I grip the pen and start to write, Father. I need reconciling again. I keep pushing all these voices away, what ain't from a pen. Music like a gift. You keep giving with no end. To the day I see your face, restoration, breathing it in. I was born with sin, a weight on my shoulders, carried within. Baggage I won't let you taste till I'm holding tight like a kid. Surrounded by reflections instead of people that care. What's to worry about the climb out the shit of taking the stairs. Now I'm falling for the big, got me focused on plenty charts. Worry about the money, get pulled away from the art design to keep me here. Keep me battling from afar. And when I fail again. And I'm tired of building my guard, I'm falling short of the mark. Leave me there when it's dark. I can do this on my own, know when the enemy's hard. Do you hold me together, feel like I'm falling apart? Help me, Father, I repent, I'm going back to the stars. So help me, Father. Help me, Father, man, I need to get my head right. Can't be fighting with these demons, it's a scary night. I pray that in the darkness they can see the light. Help me, Father, as I grip the pen and start to write, Father. Yeah, it's on every level. Feel they watching every move, so I be stepping careful. I've been off the socials, I've been working on the mental. Cause they been typing to me like they about to grip the metal. Making escape plans, thinking about that day they gon' fail.
Back live here at Eagle Field. We go to the bottom of the third, and the Eagles will have some substitutions here. Leading at 13-0. Anthony Flores on his first full inning of work. And leading it off in the 5-hole will be number 16, Jackson Van Aken. He'll be in it for hitting for Braden Rogers here in the 5 slot to start the bottom of the third against Anthony Flores. Van Aken came on to hit in the 4th inning last night. Got a base hit, was 1 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch from the lefty Flores. Van Aken fouls it off. Out of play down the first baseline. 0-1 the count. On deck for the Eagles is number 22, Gavin Kelly, who will hit in the DH spot for Braden Curtin as he's been in the game defensively at shortstop. He will hit next for the Eagles. The 0-1 to Van Aken. Sitting to right field. Back-to-back nights, Van Aken comes in to hit, picks up a base hit. 6th hit of the night for Georgetown batters. And a leadoff runner aboard is Gavin Kelly. Step in here in the 6-hole to hit for the Eagles. On deck is number 14, Zeke Hernandez, who will come in the 7 slot for Colton Green. He is on deck. Gavin Kelly, the junior, steps in from the right side, batting .227 on the year. Takes the first pitch for a called strike, 0-1 the count. In this first inning of relief work, Flores went 2/3 of an inning, allowed 2 runs, 2 hits, struck out 1, hit 2 batters, 1 wild pitch, and a balk. See through 21 pitches. The 0-1 here to Gavin Kelly. Bounces in short, wild pitch, allows Van Aken to move to second base. Second wild pitch for Flores. 1-1 the count to Gavin Kelly. Georgetown Eagle Baseball all season long here on the SHN Sports YouTube channel is brought to you by some wonderful sponsors, the Eagle Booster Club, the Construction Specialists of Central Texas, and King's Pest Control. For all your pest control needs, reach out to Landon King and the King's Pest Control. Proud sponsors of First Responder Broadcasting and Eagle Baseball. 2-1 the count. On the pitch outside to Gavin Kelly. No outs here in the bottom of the third. Going to the bottom of the 6th over at Weiss, 3-0. Weiss still leads it over Eastview. The 2-1 pitch to Gavin Kelly. Misses for ball 3, 3-1 the count now. to the junior shortstop, Gavin Kelly. Flores comes set, the 3-1 pitch. Low and away, ball 4, the 8th walk of the season for Gavin Kelly. Now runners on first and second base for the Eagles. Opening up the bottom of the 3rd. Zeke Hernandez will step in here to hit for Colton Green in the number 7 slot. Zeke, the senior. Steps in here with no outs. Runners at first and second. Zeke from the right side. First pitch, Zeke lays off and takes it for a called strike. 0-1 the count. Gavin Smith on deck for the Eagles. Here in the bottom of the 3rd. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock, more Eagle baseball. Lehman High School down in Kyle, Texas, out of the Hayes ISD. The 0-1 pitch. Outside, ball 1, 1-1 the count. To Zeke Hernandez. Zeke, a few weeks ago, committing to McMurray University to continue his academic and athletic adventures after graduating from Georgetown this year. Congrats to Zeke. Flores, 1-1 pitch. Zeke hits it into left field. Scholes will come in on it, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. Van Aken will stay put at second. Gavin Kelly back to the bag at first base. And 1 out here in the inning. F7 in the book to retire Zeke Hernandez. Gavin Smith will step in. Gavin on the ball game is 1 for 2. Reached on the fielder's choice and scored a run in his second in his first plate appearance. Doubled and scored a run in his second at-bat. And on deck for the Eagles, I believe it's Clayton King stepping into the on-deck circle for Cade Erickson. First pitch swing, and Gavin Smith will drop it on a flare into right field. Jackson Van Aken will come all the way around to score. Gavin Smith will motor up to second base, and he'll be thrown out there by Dorvigny Mesa for out number 2. He tried to advance on the throw home.
Up to bat number 4, Clayton King.
So 2 to 6 to cut down Gavin Smith, but an RBI single for Gavin. Cut down trying to advance to second for out number 2. That scores Van Aken for the 14th run of the ball game. Clayton King will step in here with 2 outs and a runner at third base. The bottom of the 3rd, first pitch misses outside for ball 1. On deck moves Easton Smith for the Eagles. The 1-0 pitch to Clayton King. Low and outside. Good scoop there by Dorvigny Mesa. 2-0 the count to Clayton King. Pitch hitting here in the 9 slot for Cade Erickson. 14-0. Georgetown leads it here in the bottom of the 3rd. Gavin Kelly down at third base. Off the Gavin Smith hit. 2-0 pitch misses for ball 3. 3-0 the count now to Clayton King. Here in the bottom of the 3rd. 2 runs in the first, 11 in the second, 1 here in the 3rd for the Eagles, leading at 14-0. Flores looks in and comes set in the stretch. The 3-0 pitch. That one's in there for a called strike. 3-1 to count to Clayton King. And next week, Eagles will be at Patriot Park over at Eastview High School Tuesday night, 7 p.m. First pitch. 3-1. Clayton King fouls it back out of play down the first baseline. Full count now to the senior. But a big series next week is Georgetown will look to stay undefeated in district play against the crosstown rivals The 3-2 pitch. Low and inside, ball 4, and Clayton King draws a 2-out walk. Now runners on the corners. Second walk issued by Flores. Back to the top of the lineup, and in steps Easton Smith, number 24. Easton will step in. Bats from the left side. Throws right, bats left. Runners on the corners and 2 outs. First pitch here. Misses low and away, ball 1. On deck for the Eagles. Trying to see who it is, and I can't tell. It's not Jack Kiki. The 1-0 misses low and away for ball 2. 2-0 to Easton Smith. Number 20, Cody Bradford, moves into the on-deck circle for the Eagles. I think we'll expect to see the senior left-hander Landon Bullock on the mound. The top of the 4th inning for the Eagles. The 2-0 pitch to Easton Smith misses low and inside. Ball 3. 3-0 the count. Flores comes set. The 3-0 pitch. Ground ball chopped to first base, and it's going to get through to right field. And that will score Gavin Kelly. Clayton King will motor around to third base, but an RBI base hit for Easton Smith. Make it 15-0 now for the Eagles. So Cody Bradford will step into bat here in the number 2 slot for Jack Kiki. Bradford fouls that one back. 0-1 to count. Bradford typically a pitcher only. Gets in here. Hitting for Jack Kiki. So we'll see if he goes to the mound or if this will be a pinch hit. And then Landon Bullock come in to hit pitch for the Eagles. The 0-1 pitch from Flores to Bradford. Outside corner called strike 2. 0-2 the count. The 0-2 pitch. Big Bender swinging a miss. Strike 3. And the Eagles are retired here in the bottom of the 3rd. But not before they pick up 2 more runs and lead it 15-0 over the Connally Cougars. When we come back, the top of the 4th. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us.
Chains are falling, freedom calling, bring it, I'm all in, bring it, I'm all in. Chains are falling, freedom calling, bring it, I'm all in, bring it, I'm all in. Chains are falling, freedom calling, bring it, I'm all in, bring it, I'm all in. Chains are falling, freedom calling, bring it, I'm all in, bring it, I'm all in. Take first up, I can't hold my breath. Listen to the power flowing from within my chest. If you ain't seeing the picture, then you might be next. This the rise, and I'm taking all that I can get. Step 2, gave my life to him who paid my debt. Aligning with the angels, only set our rep. Confidence is building up, and you can keep your check. I got my royalties in heaven, after death I'm blessed. So try and stop the wave coming, or keep your threat. Cause I've been on it since a child, come and see my flesh. Pour out my heart, soul, and mind, is what I got left. To beat myself, to level up and break that shell. I've been through hell, and learned that the pain I felt was just another tool to keep me locked up in that cell. Had to make my own rules, leaving where I dwell. Now I'm standing Standing on the stage, witness me prevail. I'm on chains of falling, freedom, calling, bringing. I'm all in, bringing. I'm all in, chains of falling, freedom, calling, bringing. I'm all in, bringing. I'm all in, chains of falling, freedom, calling, bringing. I'm all in, bringing. I'm all in, chains of falling, freedom, calling, bringing. I'm all in, bringing. I'm all in.
Christ is wandering out, death is beating, coming back, and he's bringing freedom for the ones where you choose to be the chosen ones. See the ones, and now I've seen halos. I'm alive just because he said so. Resurrection come on the day of chosen ones. Chosen,
A CSCT call to the bullpen brings out right-hander Cody Bradford. Goes to the mound after his pinch hit at bat in the bottom of the third. And the first pitch sails over the head of Antoine Schultz for ball one. Cody Bradford, a right-hander has appeared in 2 games, started 1. He's faced 16 batters, thrown 64 pitches. Strike 1 on the 1-0 pitch to Antoine Schultz. Bradford's going to step off and he'll reset. Connor Young's going to go out to talk to him. The 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up here in the top of the 4th for the Connally Cougars. Antoine Schultz, Daniel Dorvigny Mesa, and Kenny Labrada Ramirez. Schultz, 1 for 1 in the ball game, singled back at the first, was left stranded there. As he hits here in the top of the 4th, Bradford from the windup, the 1-1. Sails high for ball 2, 2-1 the count. Schultz sends this one down the left field line, but it curls foul. So the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the senior left fielder, Antoine Schultz. Jan Kiki pitched 3 innings, allowed no runs through 32 pitches. Gave up 2 hits, struck out 4. Strike 3 called in the outside corner. Nice pitch there by Cody Bradford for a strikeout. Out number 1. That'll bring up the catcher, number 18, Daniel Dorvigny Mesa. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Struck out back in the first innings. He steps in here. Bradford's 5th strikeout of the year. The first pitch to Dorvigny Mesa in there. They're called strike 1. 0-1 the count. Cody works out of the windup. The 0-1. Dirty off-speed pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. To Dorvigny Mesa. So 2 big strikes there of different varieties. A fastball on pitch 1, and then a off-speed breaking pitch for strike 2 on a big swing and a miss. 0-2 the count now. From the windup, the 0-2 pitch. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Dorvigny Mesa down on 3 pitches for strikeout number 2 for Cody Bradford. 6th strikeout of Cougar batters here in the ball game, and that'll bring up Kenny Labrada Ramirez, the center fielder. He's 0 for 1 as he struck out back in the first inning. Steps in here with the base is empty and 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Bradford from the windup, the first pitch. Fisted back to the screen for strike 1. 0-1 the count. To Labrada Ramirez, Jorge Alvarado, the DH. On deck for the Cougars here in the top of the 4th inning. Bradford works quickly here, the 0-1 pitch. Just misses outside for ball 1. 1-1 the count. The 1-1. Ball hit out towards short. Gavin Kelly to his left. Scoops it up. The throw across the diamond. It tied. And the Cougars go in order here at the top of the 4th. 6-3 on the putout for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on after 3.5. Georgetown 15. Connally 0. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us. You come to the bathroom.
y'all ain't with it, y'all ain't hear me in the first place. Independent, they gon' sign you in the worst way. And I know you only out there where the church stay. ATS collected, we gon' get it at the birthplace. Got called, had to answer with the worst hey. Spirit from me, so I took the mic to praise Jay. See what he do in my life, yeah, from the third day. No sleep, but new highs, the red eye. Eyes red from nights when I stay tied. No high and no lie, and no shy. With them boy, they got for him the most I ever did was take time to drink wine and to break bread to consecrate the main guy. Sit tired and take time to praise Jah. The music maker, the ground shaker, the supply. I'ma take y'all in it. Life like Christ, gotta stand on business like. Won't play with no sinning. 33 years to forever, we winning like. No cap, I'm fitted. God on my army and he took my sentence like. Tell death good riddance. Fighting good fights, can't quit, I'ma quit it like.
Gotta watch what I use my phone for. Worship God even behind closed doors. I wanna praise him when I'm rich poor. I'm all in, no sneaking through the back door. Jesus Christ, he's my God, he's my mentor. Preach the word, forever we gotta restore. I'll do it on campus this year, I'll be a sophomore. I have a feeling there's gonna be an uproar.
I'ma take y'all in it. Life like Christ, gotta stand on business like. Won't play with no sinning. 33 years to forever, we winning like. No cap, I'm fitted. God on my army and he took my sentence like. Tell death good riddance. Fighting good fights, can't quit, I'ma quit it like.
Got a voice and my call to preform.
On stage in the house in a new world.
Too many lost in a dark storm.
Bring the light to the word to a heart warm.
Once it's real ones, he don't want a lukewarm. Say it loud cause I'm calling for a reform.
From the top to the ground, yeah, the veil torn. Bringing heaven to the earth through the firstborn. All praise to the Lamb who was slain. For the future and the ones who have came. Tell the flesh that he dead in the grave. Found life when I called on his name.
Back live here at Eagle Field as we go to action. And up to bat for the Eagles is number 8, Connor Young. Connor 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch from Flores, chopped foul down the first baseline, 0-1 the count. Flores on for his 3rd inning of work. Last inning allowed 2 runs on 3 hits, 2 runners left on base, threw 24 pitches, 45 overall, in an inning and 2/3. Connor Young struck out in the first inning, walked in the second, hit by a pitch in the last at bat of the second inning as he bats here in the bottom of the 4th. 0-1 pitch misses for ball 1, 1-1 the count. Flores working out of the stretch. The 1-1 pitch. Lays off, takes it for ball 2, 2-1 the count. To Connor Young. Eastview and Weiss, the update is 6-0. Weiss leads it. Eastview batting in the top of the 7th inning. Connor Young sends it right back up the middle for a leadoff base hit. To open up the bottom of the 4th here for the Eagles. 4th hit allowed by Flores.
Up to bat, number 2, Jalen Hunter.
And that'll bring out number 9, I believe it is. Tilly Brown, I believe it is. Maybe someone different. No, number 5, Andy. It's Andrew Cornell, one of the POs, the pitchers on the staff out to run for Connor Young. And Jalen Hunter will step in here to bat as he went in defensively in the top half of the inning. Steps into bat for McDougal here at the bottom of the 4th. First pitch in there for a called strike. 0-1 the count to Jalen Hunter. Cornell leads off first base, being held on by the new first baseman. We'll get the name switch here. It's number 13, Hudson Roberts. And he'll throw over to first. Cornell dives back in safely there. On deck is Jackson Van Aken for the Eagles. No outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Cornell, the courtesy runner at first base. Flores comes set. As Hunter fouls that one off back behind the plate. 0-2 the count now To the second baseman, Jalen Hunter. The umpire out to give a new ball to Flores and give the catcher to Rigney Mesa a chance to reset after the foul ball off of him. 0-2 count to Jalen Hunter. Hitting here in the 4 slot. Came in defensively at second base, back at the top of the 4th for the Eagles. And hits here in the bottom of the 4th inning. No balls, 2 strikes to count. The 0-2 pitch. Down in the turf for ball 1, 1-2 the count. Not to do anything tomorrow. Should be another beautiful day of Eagle baseball. We'll be on the road at Kyle, Texas to take on the Lehman Lobos. If you can't join us in Kyle, join us on the SHN Sports YouTube channel. 12:45 pregame, 1 o'clock first pitch. We'll bring you all the action here. And then we'll be back for next week. More action, the 1-2 pitch. Gets by, back to the backstop for ball 2. 2-2 the count as Cornell stays put at first base. But next week, it's the battle of the San Gabriel, the Crosstown Classic, whatever you want to call it. It's Georgetown and Eastview doing battle next week. Tuesday night at Patriot Park. Thursday night, Eagle Field. The last district series between these two teams for at least the next 2 years. As Eastview will go up to 6A. The 2-2. Hunter fouls it off and stays alive in the at-bat. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Eastview making the jump to 6A next year on the UIL realignments. So it'll be the last time these two teams will play in district play for at least 2 years. It'll be a big series. Any series in any sport between those two schools is a rivalry, to say the least. Tuesday and Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastview on Tuesday, Georgetown at Thursday. The 2-2 pitch, Hunter takes it on the outside corner, called strike 3. Out number 1 here in the inning, second strikeout for Flores in the ball game. And with 1 out and a runner at first, that'll bring up Jackson Van Aken, who's 1 for 1 in the ball game. Wednesday night, if you want to have a good meal, a couple of libations, come out to Camp Brightside. It's the Eagle Nation Coaches Show. We'll have an extended show to make up for this week's show being canceled due to the weather and delay of games. It'll start at 6 p.m. We'll have freshman players of the week. Jackson Van Aken, another base hit. Drives that one past the shortstop into center field. And back-to-back base hits for Jackson Van Aken in innings 3 and 4. He's 2 for 2 in the ball game. Runners at first and second as Gavin Kelly comes into bat here. The Camp Brightside will have 2 freshman players of the week, 2 JV players, 3 varsity players, along with Coach David Durrell. So come join us there at Camp Brightside, proud sponsors of the Georgetown Eagle Baseball Coaches Show. And we'll have it live for you at 6 o'clock Wednesday night next week. The first pitch here to Gavin Kelly, low and away, ball 1. Jackson Van Aken, 3 for 3 in the series for the Eagles off the bench. Came in last night in his pinch hit before going to first base defensively. He singled into right field tonight. Back-to-back singles. The third and fourth inning, 1 to right field and 1 to center field. The first pitch here, or the second pitch here to Gavin Kelly. Misses for ball 2, 2-0 the count. On deck, Zeke Hernandez, the senior third baseman. Flores will come set in the stretch. The 2-0 pitch. Misses low, ball 3. You enjoy Eagle Baseball free on the SHN Sports YouTube channel? I'm glad you do. It's because of our sponsors, Georgetown Eagle Baseball Booster Club, the Construction Specialists of Central Texas, and King's Pest Control. All sponsors of First Responder Broadcasting and Georgetown Eagle Baseball to keep it live and free. 3-0 pitch in there for a called strike. Gavin Kelly taking all the way, and now a 3-1 count with 1 out. Runners on first and second. We sure do appreciate all of our sponsors that make it possible to bring you Eagle Baseball live here on the SHN Sports YouTube channel. The 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. Loaded him up here with 1 out. Now Cornell will move over to third. Van Aken up to second. And that'll bring up Zeke Hernandez. Senior third baseman, Gavin Smith in the on-deck circle. That's going to be my question. I need to write this down at the coach's show. What is your walk-up song? And for some of you, why? Because it is interesting what we have playing across the airwaves during the walk-ups. Missed pitch there, ball one to Zeke Hernandez. But a lot of things in that. Is it culture-wise? Is it family-wise? Is it a theme song, a group? What is it, and what made you pick it? That'd be one of our questions this year. Freshman at JV, that will not be your question because I don't know if you have walk-up songs. The 1-0 pitch misses for ball 2, 2-0. But it says here in these different songs, makes you wonder. Some of them, what were you thinking? Some of them, what's the meaning behind it? So we'll have a good talk there on Wednesday night. Camp Brightside, tell you what, they treat us right every week out there at Camp Brightside. The 2-0 pitch. Zeke will take it for a called strike one. 2-1 to count. To Zeke Hernandez, the McMurray commit. Landon Bullock, a commit to Central Christian College. As of now, Cooper Thomas committed to Rice University. The 2-1 pitch is just a bit outside, as Bob Euchre would say. 3-1 to count to Zeke Hernandez. Runners stay put. With Andrew Cornell, courtesy running down at third base. Van Aken at second. Gavin Kelly down at first base. 3-1 to count to Zeke Hernandez with one out. Here in the bottom of the fourth. 15-0 lead for your Georgetown Eagles. The 3-1 pitch to Zeke. Ground ball hit out towards short, cut off by the third baseman, but he drops it. Now it allows everyone to be safe. It's Javier Ramirez. Fielded on the cutoff, expecting to throw to first, but it pops out of the glove for an error. So everyone's safe. As Cornell comes in with the 16th run of the ball game. Van Aken up to third, Gavin Kelly to second, and Zeke Hernandez reaches on the E5. Gavin Smith will step in. He's 2 for 3 on the night. Fielder's choice in the second inning. And a double and a run scored in the second plate appearance in the second inning. And an RBI single in the bottom of the third. Steps in here with one out. And runners loaded up, full of Eagles. On the base pass, 1-0 the count to Gavin Smith. With Clayton King on deck for Georgetown. The 1-0 pitch from Flores. Fouled off back to the screen, 1-1 the count. Nice little breeze out there tonight. It's a lot cooler here tonight in the booth. It's because my AC's working. Last night it was because it was outside and cool. Tonight it's by choice. But a beautiful night for high school baseball. The 1-1 pitch squirts away back to the backstop. 2-1 the count as the runners stay put. Coach David Durrell wandering away down on first base. He'll come back. There he is. Thought he was leaving the ball game. Took off out down the baseline. Coach Durrell in his first year as head coach at Georgetown. Chad Payne, James Key, the coaching staff. He maintains here at Georgetown. His first season at the helm. The 2-1 pitch misses outside for ball 3. 3-1 the count to Gavin Smith. But a great start to the season for Georgetown and Coach Durrell in his first year, sitting at 15-2 going into tonight's ball game. Looking to improve to 16-2. Great runs through the tournament season. 6-0 in the first pitch classic. The 3-1 pitch misses outside for ball 4. So Gavin Smith will pick up an RBI on the bases loaded walk. That will score Van Aken. And now a visit from the first base dugout to the mound. And we'll take the break with them. Eagle baseball continues. When we come back, 17-0, Georgetown leads it over Connally. Stay with us.
All the words have been spoken. Only music remains.
Son of a king, son of God. son of a kind. Son of God, a son of a kind. A son of a. It's capital R. I'm praising the Father. My life in the top. Meet me at the altar. I'm a son of the kind. Son of God, a son of a king. I'm son of a. I'm breaking the odds. I'm healing the scars. I'm giving my all. Glory to God. Can't see where I'm going. The road is too far. We are the light. Pierce in the dark. Forever life. That's what I be on. Compelled to surrender when I saw the cross. Call on my mind. Call on my heart. I put out my guard. Don't care what it costs. The temperature rises. Spirit is out in the world like horizons. On David Goliath. Giants are following every time. A lamb is a lion. So put down your weapons, but word up be goddess. But word up be goddess. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling like son of a king. Son of God. I'm a son of the king. Son of a son of a king. Son of God. A son of a king. I'm son of a. It's capital R. I'm praising the Father. My life in the top. Meet me at the altar. I'm a son of the king. Son of God. A son of a king. I'm son of a. Who are my mothers and brothers? It's real when we here for each other. The enemy trying to divide us. Like we ain't the body of some. Like we're covering their blood ain't some. Like the trumpets they sound when he coming.
Back live here at Eagle Field. We go to the CSCT call to the bullpen. The Connally Cougars will bring in number 18, Daniel Dorvigny Mesa. The was catching earlier in the game, but he will come in to pitch here for the Connally Cougars. Is number 16. David Guerrero Diaz is now behind the plate defensively this inning. Is now Dorvigny Mesa, the pitcher, the right-hander from the windup. The first pitch to Clayton King is behind his head to the backstop for ball one. Wow, that was awesome. That was awesome. 1-0 the count to Clayton King, who hits here in the fourth. Walked back in the third inning. Just left stranded at third base. Dorvigny Mesa works out of the windup from the first base side of the rubber. The 1-0 pitch to King. And high for ball two. 2-0 the count. Can't close the book on Flores just yet. He went 2 innings. But he is responsible for all 3 runners on base. And Gavin Smith, Zeke Hernandez, and Gavin Kelly. 2-0 pitch misses for ball 3. 3-0 the count. Pitch misses for ball 4. So Clayton King will head down to first. An RBI base on balls that scores. And Gavin Kelly from third base. The 18th run of the ball game. And that'll bring up Easton Smith, who is 1 for 1 in the ball game. He had an RBI base hit. Back in the bottom of the third. First pitch misses low and inside for ball 1. That run charged to Flores, who moves out to center field defensively. The 1-0 up and away, ball 2. 2-0 the count to Easton Smith. With Cody Bradford not in the on-deck circle. It's Tillman Brown in the on-deck circle here for Georgetown. The 2-0 pitch down in the turf for ball 3. 3-0 the count to Easton Smith now. Zeke Hernandez off third. Gavin Smith off second. King off first. 3-1 now is a swing and a miss by Easton Smith. From the windup, the 3-1. Fouled off, out of play down the third baseline. 3-2 the count. Full count now to Easton Smith with 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. The Eagles lead it 18-0. The The payoff pitch. Low and away, ball 4. Loses him on a walk. Second walk issued by Dorvigny Mesa. And that'll bring in another run for the Eagles, 19-0.
Number 9, Tillman
That
Brown.
one will score. Zeke Hernandez on the RBI walk by Easton Smith. And Tillman Brown will come in to pinch hit here in the number 2 slot. Senior right-handed hitter. Going from the right side, takes the first pitch for ball 1. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 pitch. Misses outside for ball 2. 2-0 the count. The Tillman Brown. The 2-0 misses for ball 3. 3-0 the count to Tillman Brown with Connor Young on deck. Connor led off the inning with a base hit. Up the middle. He's set to come up to bat again for the Eagles here in the bottom of the 4th. The 3-0 pitch. And that one into the screen for ball 4. An RBI walk for Tillman Brown. Third walk in a row. Scores the 20th run of the ball game for the Eagles.
Now batting number 8, Connor Young.
And Connor Young will step in. So that will close the book on Anthony Flores. As Gavin Smith comes in to score on that base on balls. A swing and a miss by Connor Young. 0-1 the count. Connor 1 for 2 in the ball game. The 0-1 pitch. Connor Young hits it out towards second, fielded by Gonzalez, flips to second, but dropped by the shortstop. So everyone will be safe. Connor Young will reach on a fielder's choice. 2 runs come in to score as Clayton King and Easton Smith come in.
Now batting number 2, Jalen Hunter.
Young at first base on the fielder's choice. Tillman Brown gets all the way to third base. Landon Bullock will come in to run for the catcher, Connor Young. Easton Smith and Clayton Young come in to score there. First 2 runs charged are to Vigny Mesa. And the Eagles lead it 21-0. Jalen Hunter puts a charge into this one down the left field line, but it's going to curl foul. 0-1 to count to Jalen Hunter. He struck out looking back in the earlier here in the 4th inning. 0-1 to count. So runners on first and third. Vigny Mesa comes set. The 0-2. Low and away, ball 1. Or 1-1 to count to Jalen Hunter. Looked up at the big scoreboard. It's 0-2, 0-1. It's now 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to Jalen. Fly ball yanked foul down the third baseline. 1-2 now the count to Jalen Hunter. One ball, 2 strikes to Jalen Hunter. 1 out. Runners on the corners here in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-2 pitch behind Jalen Hunter for ball 2. 2-2 the count. The 2-2 over the head of Jalen Hunter for ball 3. Full count here. Scoreboard a little bit off. It's 22-0. Georgetown leads it, I believe is what we have. It is 22-0. The payoff pitch to Jalen Hunter is into the net for ball 4. Tillman Brown is going to be out at home. coming in on the pass ball. Tagged down at home, 3 unassisted. But a walk there to Jalen Hunter. Brings up Jackson Van Aken. I don't know where I got Joseph from. Jackson Van Aken steps in. He's 2 for 2 in the ball game. A single to right and a single to center field. As Van Aken started off the inning. 2-0 now, the count to Van Aken. He led off the bottom of the third with a leadoff single, scored a run. Led off the bottom of the fourth with a leadoff single and a run scored. Bats here for the second time in the inning, the 2-0 pitch. Back and away behind him for ball 3, 3-0 the count. Runners on first and second. Bullock down at second base. Jalen Hunter down at first. 3-0 pitch outside for ball 4. So another walk here.
Now batting number 22, Gavin Kelly.
So Gavin Kelly steps in. Gavin has walked in his 2 previous plate appearances. Scored 2 runs as he steps in here with runners at first, second, and third. First pitch is high for ball 1. Bullock down at third base. Jalen Hunter at second. Van Aken at first. The 1-0 pitch misses for ball 2. 2-0 the count. 2-0 misses for ball 3. 3-0 with Zeke Hernandez on deck for the Eagles. The 3-0 pitch. Misses for ball 4. Then a walk a run in here. Make it 23-0 for the Eagles. An RBI given to Gavin Kelly that scores Landon Bullock from first base. Another visit to the mound for Coach Colhane. We'll take it with him. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us.
Whoa. Turn me up, I'm about to slide on 'em. Jesus, peace around my neck, thought you was safe. Heard you want the crown and come and try to keep the pace. Hanging out the window, skirming, that'll be the day. They ask me where I've been, I said, look, boy, I run a race. I run a race and kept the faith. And His mercy follow me, no, I don't need a chase. Hanging out the window, skirming, that'll be the day. They ask me where I've been, I said, look, boy, I run a race. Ain't have a deal, ain't had to force it. Can't believe the boy and now the boy got their endorsements. Put me down so long, I went and built me up a fortress. Now when I tell them about the vision, they of course in. Different styles, different colors and assortments. Flow so foreign that they look like they imported. I started out the closet, now the following enormous. So if I ever sign a deal, I need the biggest portion. Oh, brother man, I'll cut a man. Tie one up and I'll be swinging with the other hand. Think I work too hard on it, now this is subtle jam. Try to put me in a box, but I got other plans. Try to take me at the spot, you gotta be the brand. Heard you hating on the past, I know you been a fan. Ain't no competition, now there ain't no shaking hands. But if I said it, then I'm in it, sticking to the plan. Jesus, peace around my neck, thought you was safe. Heard you want the crown and come and try to keep the pace. Hanging out the window, skirming, that'll be the day. They asked me where I've been, I said, little boy, I run a race. I run a race and kept the faith. And His mercy follow me, no, I don't need a chase. Hanging out the window, skirming, that'll be the day. They asked me where I've been, I said, little boy, I run a race. When they go right, I'm moving left. We keep away from prima donnas and they drama for my health. It's like they try to take their passion and they people and they separate. Tell my music, that's my baby, and I let that girl to dove. Project goals 3-0, it look like stuff. Name another rapper that accomplished what they said. That's me and all the other ones, they coming next. On pass toe tags if you try to come against. So check the reputation. reputation. I got plays around the station, out in plenty nations. If you really
Back live here at Eagle Field. A CSCT call to the bullpen brings in number 6, Luigi Acosta Leon for the Connally Cougars. Ground ball to short. Davigny Mesa will throw to first in time as Hudson Roberts will bring it in for out number 3. 1 pitch and an out. Gets the Cougars out of the inning, but not before Georgetown picks up, I believe, 8 runs in the inning. 8 runs and leads it 23-0 over the Connally Cougars. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us.
Put in pockets fail, profits can't watch it. Tell Carver, pencil pusher, stay talking. Can you tell me the first person to weigh options? Do I need to be vocal or do I stay solid? Trying to keep it alive if I'ma stay honest. Feeding off of the spit and not debate topics. If I said it, I'm in my time tick-tocking. Better look at the clock, I know your time coming wild. Killing me now, run me around, into my vicinity. You looking like a brother, wanna get a lesson of style. Me, I'm making my decision for the piece of the crown. When they try to put me up, always pulling me down. Spin a little rudder, just throw me off for the sound. I've been at it for a while, coming easier now. Ain't gotta worry about applause, I can do it out. Strength and power, blessings, I always give you.
Back live here at Eagle Field. We go to the top of the 5th inning as we go to the construction specialist of Central Texas call to the bullpen, and it's the wild thing, Rick Vaughn, coming in for your Georgetown Eagles. And if you're not sure who that is, it's Tillman Brown, number 9. So he puts on the glasses and comes in to close it out for the Eagles here in the top of the 5th inning as he will face off against the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Cougars, Alvarado, Flores, and Acosta Leon. As Cody Bradford threw 1 inning,
Now pitching for the Eagles, number 9.
and in his 1 inning of work, threw 11 pitches, struck out 2. Back in the 4th inning, did a great job on the mound for the Eagles, and now Tillman Brown will come in to close it out for the Eagles.
Cougars, number 10, Alvarado.
Jorge Alvarado will step in. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Flew out to Braden Rogers in foul territory back in the 2nd inning. In the series, Alvarado 0 for 3 as he leads off here in the top of the 5th. 3 outs away from the Eagles, improving to 16-2 on the year. And 2-0 in district play. The first pitch from Tillman Brown in there for a called strike. 0-1 the count to Alvarado. Tillman works from the first base side of the rubber from the windup. 0-1 pitch. Breaking pitch in there. Dirty curveball. 0-2 now the count. The 0-2 pitch from Tillman Brown. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. As Alvarado strikes out on 3 pitches for out number 1.
Up to bat, number 9.
That'll bring up Anthony Flores, number 9. He'll step in from the left side. 1 out, the base is empty. 7th strikeout of the night by Eagle pitchers of Cougar batters. Flores unable to check his swing, goes around for a called strike 1, 0-1. Weiss defeats Eastview tonight, 6-0 over at Weiss High School. So they split their 2-game series, 1-1. The 0-1 pitch misses low and away for ball 1. 1-1 to count to Anthony Flores. So Eastview 7-8 on the year. 1-1 in district play. The 1-1 pitch. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. Weiss improved to 13-3-1. 1-1 in district play. The 1-2 pitch. Outside corner. Called ball 2. 2-2 the count. Tillman gets the sign. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for the first 2 outs of the inning here for Tillman Brown. And that'll bring up Luigi Acosta Leon,
Luigi Acosta Leon.
who will step in here. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Grounded out back in the 2nd inning. The first pitch to Acosta Leon. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Tillman Brown 8 2/3 innings pitched. He's faced 45 batters, 167 pitches thrown. As Costa Leon fouls this one back to the backstop. 0-2 the count. 5.654 ERA. 324 batting average against. Struck out 10 batters so far. Make it 12 now. Would love to make it an awesome number 13th here on Friday the 13th. The 0-2 pitch from Tillman. Grounded out over the mound. Tillman will field it. He'll throw to first, and that will be the ball game. 1-3 on the put out to retire. Costa Leon and the Cougars. Here in the top of the fifth, and Georgetown wins it 23-0 over the Connally Cougars to improve to 16-2 overall and 2-0 in district play. The next time you'll see the Eagles in action, that will be tomorrow. We'll be live at Lehman High School to take on the Lehman Lobos in a non-district battle. Join us live there at Lehman High School for the ball game. It's a 1 p.m. first pitch. If you can't make the trip, join us live here on the SHN Sports YouTube channel, where Georgetown will play the Lobos, and we'll have the call free of charge here on the YouTube channel because of some great sponsors: the Georgetown Eagle Booster Club, the CSCT Construction Specialists of Central Texas, owners John and Lynn Croak and Jeremy and Rachel McDougall, and then, of course, Landon King and King's Pest Control, your title sponsor of Georgetown Eagle Baseball here on the First Responder Broadcast each and every game of Eagle Baseball. Thanks for joining us tonight. The Eagles win it 23-0 over the Connally Cougars to advance to 16-2 overall and 2-0 in district play. Thanks for joining us here tonight. We'll sign it off and see you tomorrow afternoon for Lehman High School. But in the meantime, remember, it doesn't cost you a dime to be kind. Have a good night, everybody.